Hello and welcome to Magnetic Monday. This is the time of day where I do an intuitive card reading for the week ahead, but this time it's going to be a wee bit different. So, if you don't know me, I'm Joan McEwen, and I usually do weekly intuitive card readings, but because we've come to the end of the year almost and everyone's super busy, I've been guided today to do the reading from today, which is Monday, the 19th of December, right through until Saturday, the 31st of December. So we're going to cover a couple of weeks today in the reading. And as usual, I always work with the intention to read the energy for the collective, what's going to be the most useful guidance over the next couple of weeks for the group collective. And what's been coming through is um, just doing a review of the year and giving you some guidance on how to move into next year, launching in with a bang. Because I've been working, many of my clients, we've been doing a lot of reflection of what's happened this year, how they've all transformed, how they've had to let go of so much to release, and also acknowledging that as we release, we need to grieve that stuff because it's been part of us for so long. And a lot of that is around acknowledging and accepting. So I encourage you not to beat yourself up about the changes that have happened, and just know that they're all exactly how it's meant to be for you. So if you're jumping on watching this live, please say hello in the comments. And if you've got any questions, also pop them in and I will circle back to them um, when um, when I can. Sometimes I don't always see um, the comments, so I might have to come back to them. So the cards I'm going to read from today are the Starseed Oracle cards, and as I've mentioned, the intention is just to see some guidance, I think, for wrapping up what was 2022 and also moving forward into 2023, because we know it's an exciting, expansive energy in 2023. And the guidance coming through will be how to help support you um, to make the most of, because most of us set our intentions now or at the beginning of January for the year ahead. And the more that we infuse them with our emotions and calibrate to this higher frequency that we're all capable of tuning into, then the more expansive our career's going to be, our business is going to be, our life's going to be, and ultimately our health is going to be much more aligned and on track for where we want to go. So let's just see that the first card that wants to come through today is the Star Keeper, the cosmic ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. So 2022 has been a big year about reminding us to stay grounded, and the importance of that as we embody higher frequency, as we embody our feelings, our emotions, and our intentions of what it is that we from our soul want to be, and how we want to portray that to the world. And the message I'm hearing coming through in this card is our cosmic ancestors have been supporting us on this journey, and they're always around us to help. And it's a reminder that we need to remember them and we need to acknowledge them. And if we don't ask for their help, then they're not going to come in and help us, because they're very respectful and they always will wait on on us to ask for support, guidance, help, whatever it is we need. And I'm feeling that 2023, there's going to be so many more light activations coming through for us. There's going to be many more activations coming through from our soul star chakra, which is about 12 inches above our head. And that's directly connected with the cosmos, with the Akashic field, with the quantum field, with unified intelligence. And when the more that we activate the chakra, which is, it's not in our physical body, but it's connected to our energetic body. And so that the more that we have clearer communication to that chakra, the more pure our connection is to source intelligence, which really starts to illuminate our intuitive powers, our, whether we're clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, whatever it is, it's really starting to activate these gifts, these skills, these abilities that we have, so that we can see clearer, we can hear clear, more clearer, and we have that divine guidance where we start to trust more and more, and we become more in flow, and we stop that second guessing for ourselves, because it feels like along the journey of 2022 there was lots of us second guessing ourselves, doubting ourselves, knowing that we needed to take the step forward, but at the back of our mind we were just a bit scared, a bit fearful, because we it's human behavior. We like to, whenever we become fearful, we default back into what's comfortable for us. And our ancestral programming is that we're comfortable in that limiting belief system, that restricted energy of the third dimension, which is an ancestral programming pattern. And we default back into it because it's familiar to us, it's what we know. But it's limiting and restrictive, and it doesn't sit with the energy moving forward, which is very light and expansive and fun, and where we get to have joy and happiness, and that just becomes our norm. So it's about creating this new pattern moving forward, where we let go of those denser, heavier emotions such as guilt, fear, resistance, and move into having fun, being joyful. And one of the messages I'm hearing coming through is about being kind to yourself, because we know that being kind to others is widely documented now as being part of our ascension process, and it's how we grow into who we really are here to be. But there's a reminder coming through to say, remember to be kind to yourself. And it's easy for us to be our hardest taskmaster as well and beat ourselves up. And so if you do nothing else over the next 2 weeks, be kind to yourself and reflect on all what you've been through this year, the growth that's happened. It doesn't matter if it's small or huge, but the fact that you've grown, that you've taken action, that you've stayed the course, that you've implemented new practices, new habits, and you've committed to following your intentions, your goals, your dreams, your desires. So it's not for the faint-hearted, and everyone in this group, I'm sure, will resonate with this. So the next card coming through is a new earth. And that's very timely to segue into what 2023 is all about. And the reminder is that the new earth is happening. When they talk about the new earth, it's not actually a new earth is going to be created physically, but energetically. We're creating this new earth through raising our frequency, raising our vibration. And the emotions that are part of this new frequency are fun, gratitude, kindness, joy, experiencing love from all different aspects. And it's holding that. So when we have an experience, it's about really feeling into the emotion and embodying that emotion. Because in the past, it's been easy to say we're happy or we're having fun or we're really loving what we're doing, and saying it, but not really feeling it deep within us. So 2023 is very much about embodying all these emotions and really being living with it every day. And it starts with gratitude, it starts with kindness, and then the more that you're grateful, the more that you experience kindness and really sit in that space and feel that energy, then the more that your life will unravel without so much as consciously thinking about it. It will just become part of your being. So we're moving away from the busy doing to being present, to listening, to sitting in the stillness, and to really talking to ourselves, asking ourselves, what is it that we're really here to do? What makes our hearts sing? What fills us with joy and excitement and passion? And really starting to align to that and not getting caught up with what others are saying or doing, or what their perception is of you, or what you perceive that they need from you as well. Because um, what other people think of us really isn't important. It's all about what our soul wants, and creating that community, that network of friends who are really aligned to our soul needs. And when you're willing to ask the questions of how can I look from a different perspective, wondering what points of view that you can open up to that's different or coming from a different aspect. I guess I'm encouraging you to be curious and to look at situations a bit differently from the way that you've perhaps done them last year or many years before, because the more that you start looking through a different lens, the more new perspectives will open up for you. And when that happens, it expands your how you see things, and also expands your understanding and your belief system around it. And it feels like I'm hearing that, a new language is going to come through, one that's where we're really unified. And I talk about often of being and not doing, and creating the harmony where we're not comparing, we're not judging others, we're accepting. And I think 2023 is going to be a lot about accepting yourself, accepting others. And the more that we do that, the more that we become harmonious, that we become expansive, we become lighter, and we're starting to um, bring in the compassion and allow yourself to be supported, but also to support others, so that it's that exchange, it's that win-win. Okay, so just breathing into that and seeing how that's feeling for you. And the next card is Earth Pulsing, and it's the pulse of the mother. And it's saying slow down, take time in nature. And I guess this is a beautiful time of the year to do that, to rest, relax, reflect, refocus for the next year. I feel that 2023 energetically is going to be really fast paced. So the more that you rest and recharge in the next couple of weeks, ready for 2023, so that you're set up, you're planned, you're prepared. So there's not a whole lot of thinking to do. You just flow into it and be accepting and be grateful for what's coming in. And less, I think 2023 feels less about questioning and doubting the process, as opposed to accepting and going with it and trusting and knowing that everything is in perfect harmony and you're exactly where you need to be. Because over the next couple of weeks, it feels like there's going to be a bit of a quantum shift for many in the group, where you kind of slip out of this 3D lower frequency and get more familiar and more aligned to the 5D emotions and frequency. So it's going to be quite a step change, it feels. And the minute that you're in it and moving in it all the time, it's just going to, you're kind of going to get that light bulb moment and go, oh, why did it take me so long to get here? Or why have I been procrastinating over it? Or what was holding me back from this? Because it feels like I'm coming home. This is where I'm meant to be. And but to get there and to sustain that, it's really important that you spend time in nature, that you take time out to rest and reflect, and that you really grind in and listen to the messages coming through from Mother Earth, from the pulsings. And it feels like, you know, I can feel the drumbeat and that calling of returning home, and remembering, you know, whether it's through music, through playing instruments, through swimming in the ocean, that the messages are going to become much more clearer for you. So let's see what the next card is. Love this one. Forge, don't follow. And that's a huge message for 2023. Paving a new path, being the leader that you wish you had. And this is super important because as the new leaders, and I recently done a workshop with a group of senior leaders in a mining company, and the whole workshop was around being the new leader with the new way of thinking, utilizing the harmony, the higher frequency energies that are joy and fun, and moving away from that paradigm of ego and control and doing things just because that's the way they've always been done, and being brave and being aware to know that the new way is about being different. It's about doing it differently and taking away that command and control and moving into acceptance and collaboration and sharing and trusting and allowing people to have their voice and listening. And quite often we know active listening is super important, but we forget about it because we get caught up in the moment and go, this is the way that we need to go, so I'm just going to tell you what to do. And it's about really being accepting of everyone's point of view, because we're all unique, we've all got unique gifts. And the more that we listen to what other people have to say and let them share their gifts, the more it's going to enrich us as individuals and as a group collective. And ultimately, when we all connect with respect, with trust, with compassion, with empathy, the more that as a collective we grow, and that's where we really start to make a vibrational impact on the planet, in our families, in our groups, with our tribes, with our clans. And so this card is just a reminder that we're the leaders, and it's about the new business paradigm. It's about doing things differently with respect and trust and fun and joy and happiness and all these things, that it's our birthright, and it's about us claiming them and not dwelling on the past. It's not about reminiscing. It's about going, what lessons did we learn from that experience, and what can I let go from that pattern that's no longer serving, and start to create and write your new pattern for 2023. Because when you're in this higher frequency, that's when you can change the trajectory that you're on, and you can really start to create something that's fun and really resonating with you at a soul level. And so the next card that's come up is Portal. And 2023 is feeling for me, for this group collective, is that it's this portal is opening and the veil is thinning, and over the next days, weeks, this portal will open, and it's an energetic experience that will shift within you. And as always, you've got free will of choice, so you can choose to move into this new way of being for you. And whichever decision you make will be right for where you're at this moment in time. So don't beat yourself up about it. If you're feeling the fear, I encourage you to really look within and ask and look and see what that fear is. What is the old pattern that's coming up for you? And just simply ask to be shown what the lesson is. Write it down, speak it aloud, and just acknowledge it and release it, let it go, and embrace the new experience. Write down what your new pattern is. How does that feel for you? Is it rich? Is it expansive? Does it make you happy? Does it make you excited? And with this portal opening, the energies are going to come and complement you on the decisions that you make. And so that the fear that you perhaps were feeling dissipates, and you remember less and less of what that felt like as you move into more joy, more fun, more expansiveness. Because the message coming through is, remember that just because you've always done it doesn't mean it's relevant anymore. This portal that's opening, whoa, these cards are all jumping out at me now. Let's see what this one is. Okay, so just because the energy is different, this card, the portal, as it opens, it's allowing us to awaken even more, to not have to, really sweat the small stuff, and just claim what we've come in this life to do. So it's saying the time is now. If we want to move forward into 2023, keep up with the speed and the flow of the energy, and also to really realize our intentions, our goals, to shape the future of ourselves as leaders, whether it's in our career, in our life, in our business. But it's about giving ourselves permission to do it differently, to a way that's aligned for us, that feels good, that feels expansive, that feels it feels like we're coming home, that this is what we've come in to do. And suddenly all our tools are coming to us, all our skills are being awakened, and that wisdom, that real wise knowledge that's been deep within us, that's maybe been sleeping or a bit afraid to raise its head, is all now possible with this portal opening up for us to create a platform of safety, security, of expansion, of awareness, of acceptance. So it's a super exciting time. And yes, there's going to be ups and downs throughout life, because that's how we learn, that's how we grow, that's how we continue to expand. But with each, they're like opposing forces. So if you have a dip, don't dwell in it, acknowledge it, accept it, release it, let it go, and then keep moving forward on that trajectory. And so the last card that's come through is I Remember. And this is very fitting for the year of 2022, and it's about our soul plan and our fated life versus destiny. So 2022, I feel, has all very much been around our transformation to align us with what our soul plan really is, what it was that, what contract we signed off on before we came into this life, before we incarnated into this life. And over the years, through ancestral programming and pattern and limiting beliefs and all sorts of things, we kind of lost a lot of our sight of what we're really here for. And 2022 has been about transforming, about realigning and getting back into, the essence of who we are and what we're here to do, and identifying our purpose, our why, our unique gifts, and shining that light and taking leadership to a new level, a new way of doing as we move into our fifth dimensional frequency and energies. And this card is saying, remember the transformation that you've gone through, acknowledge it, and send it love and give it credence for the journey that it's taken you on, so that you can really um, be kind to yourself, be gracious, and acknowledge the incredible work that you have done to get yourself to where you are now. And it's been an incredible journey. And I'm hearing it's like, you've just started this journey, and 2023 is going to be incredible, amazing. There's going to be more transformation, but you're really going to feel like you're coming home, and you're going to be shedding those barriers, those veils that have been holding you back. And the opportunity as this portal opens in the next few weeks for you to acknowledge it and step into it, to embrace this frequency, to embrace the knowledge, the wisdom that's coming through for you as you align. So I had a bit of music there playing as I lost my earpiece. So hope that resonates. Hope that's given you some next steps, some guidance, to be kind to yourself, but also to be excited about 2023 and what it brings for you. So if you're interested in doing a bit more prepping or planning for 2023, I'm running a 5-day masterclass starting on Monday the 9th of January through to Friday the 13th of January. There's a small cost associated with it. I'll drop the link in the comments, but the masterclass is on my website, and it's going to take us through 5 days of intensive healing, of activations, of receiving codes, of doing clearance, so that you do healing at a soul level, so that you can really embrace 2023, so that you can do a complete reset of your health, of your foundation, to give you much more clarity, much more energy, so that you feel revived and reborn almost. It's going to be that kind of high frequency energy that you're kind of going to be pinching yourself to go, wow, I can't believe I've made it here, that I've got here, that I'm able to claim this, that I'm worthy enough of this. So I'm really excited about this masterclass. It's going to be an hour 30 each day for the 5 days. And it's at 11 o'clock Australian Eastern time, but if that time zone doesn't work for you, I will be doing, I'll record it all so you can get the replays if that works better for you. And also, if you are live, you can listen to the replays, because each time that you listen to it, you go a bit deeper, you release another layer, lift another veil. So it's a continuous, remember, life is continuous improvement. We've got to keep learning, to grow, to learn our lessons, to acknowledge them, to release them, let them go, so that we've got space for new information, new guidance, new awareness to come through, so that we can keep growing, so that we can keep expanding, so that we can keep healing ourselves and others. So, wishing you all a Merry Christmas. Have lots of fun with friends, family, with yourself. Start your healing and be kind to yourself and others. And I will see you in the new year. Hopefully, I'll see you in my masterclass in January. But take care and feel free to share this video, share this group with others that you may find would benefit from it. And I will see you next year. Bye for now.